Hi, my name's Zach. Thank you for coming to my channel. Appreciate you clicking on the vid. Today I wanted to talk about a pretty deep topic. Am I a nobody? Something I think every person has probably asked themselves in some way, shape or form in their life. How significant am I? What kind of meaning do I bring to people around me, to the world I have been put in, to this rock that we exist on called Earth? And I think it's an interesting question. What I have thought about when thinking about this video was one, in a literal sense, when we think about you being one person out of the 7 billion people on this earth who live on a single circular solid, yeah, you are a nobody. If you tried to count 7 billion in your lifetime, you probably would never get anywhere close to that figure. To try and comprehend that amount of people is ridiculous. I've been to a stadium to watch Wales play rugby. It's called the Millennium Stadium, and that fits around 60,000 at max capacity. So when I was there must have been about 50,000 people, and that was an unbelievable amount of people. Like, so many. If you've ever been to a big event like a football game, rugby game, you'll understand how many people that is alone. To try and fathom 7 billion, you are literally a nobody. That sounds horrible. On top of that, we live in a world where we divide ourselves into classes, and we live in a world where we rank ourselves based on money attribution, asset, wealth, and we separate ourselves into nations. And so there is a sense of being somebody and a kind of abstract expression of, this is the number in an account that I created, and this is how much influence I have based on what I can acquire. But in terms of really who you are, you're a fucking nobody. Even if you've got 2 million in your account, you're a nobody to me. There's another 7 billion people I could go talk to. Just because you have a number doesn't really mean anything. However, the flip side of the coin is every single person I've ever met, and this is just for me, but I think I have ever met and who I ever will meet, has to some degree potential. They have the ability to create something out of nothing. Everyone has that because everyone has a brain and everyone can think for themselves to some degree. So I'm not saying, everyone has this amount of potential, but I'm saying everyone has potential, big or small. Everyone has potential to make something of themselves. No questions asked. And I've seen that in so many different ways, through so many different people. There are people who believe that they have potential, people who don't believe they have potential, and then people who don't think they are anybody and have the most potential comparative to people who think they're somebody and have very little potential. There's lots of different variations of it, but everyone has potential. You're almost like a question mark. You're almost like, as a person, every person is almost like, I don't know. It's like we're kind of tangible, but we're not. You could make something, you could not. It's very interesting. So in that sense, I don't think it matters in terms of the literal sense of I am one person out of 7 billion here and I'm nobody and oh my God. Really, we should be focusing on what you're doing and whether that positively influences you, whether that positively influences the people closer around you when you're doing those things. And when I say doing things, I mean just going through your life as a piece of potential. And you should focus on devoting your life to taking that potential as far as you possibly can. What I mean by that is you should spend a lot of your time trying to materialize what you have in your head as much as possible, converting the potential into reality as much as possible. That's how you become a somebody, really, because you're doing things. Now, I'm not saying you should go out there and have a mindset of becoming somebody in terms of becoming a prime minister, or becoming a president, or becoming a football player that's the best in the world, because to be honest, it's toxic. Those people aren't any more happier than you are. They have just acquired more. They've acquired more status, which is fictional. They've acquired more money, which is abstract. They've acquired a bigger sense of ego, unless they're smart about how they live. And they have acquired a huge amount of responsibility and pressure and all of the shit you probably wouldn't ever want anyway if you stepped into their shoes. So I try to see it as I've been blessed with the opportunity of being nobody because I have no expectation. And I also have been blessed with the ability of potential to become whatever I want in whatever space I want, depending on just how hard I work and how much I want it and how much I materialize things. So that's my perspective on it, really. Just a quick video, kind of thought it'd be an interesting topic of discussion. If you have any questions or any comments to add on, please leave it in the comment section below. My name's Zach, aka Thought by Zach, as my YouTube channel goes. I make videos basically talking about things I find interesting, things that I think could be maybe have been a little bit unanswered on YouTube or just in life. And I try and answer them with my honest opinion and perspective. Because I believe I have an interesting one. I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you have a nice day. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're bold enough, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.